the streets. I'm MJ with the N1. I feel like Malcolm with the M1. I'm at the window when you haters. Don't make me jump out the window when you haters. Locked and loaded, I feel like I'm loaded, let's beloved. Hold up, roll with the punches, yeah, I'm gonna play the hand that I was dealt. Number one focus is to remain focused. Can't worry about shit I can't change like a well. Hold up, I know what it's like to fail. Hold up, I already been through hell. Yeah, I was built for all this shit that I've been through. I'm going through and what I will. I've been broke, almost died, but I'm still up on my grind. I've been down and out of luck, ain't nowhere to go but up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, misery bots of all ages. I know I just finished streaming that MK, but I just realized that the trailer for Modern Warfare is actually dropping right now, so let's check it out. Before I do, though, if you like the intro music, definitely check out the Adrian Rockstar SoundCloud in the description below. Let's get it. I stopped it at 13 seconds. It's actually, you know, a couple seconds in right now. Probably off by like 18 seconds. Let's get it. Get it. See what this game hitting for.
Ready up. You know who we are?
Going so.
This is Ghost.
Woods. Mason.
Fada.
Ross and Adler. Cut the price. Going dark.
Everybody ready?
Good start, Dad. Hell yeah. You got it. Well, it's not over yet. Trust me. Go, go, go! Stop the train! Give us the fire. We'll give them hell. Oh my God! Oh my God, that was sick! Oh my God!
I will say there's been some crazy joints in Call of Duty.
Captain Price once said,
I will say that.
it's a good time to take inventory. This month, we are celebrating 20 years of Call of Duty.
20 years
With all
of
the matches
fucking Call of
played and
Duty.
missions completed, our history is made up of the incredible experiences created by you, the players. On behalf of all of us who work to bring these games to life each day, thank you for sharing this journey with us. We have some amazing in-game rewards we will be announcing later in the show, but for now, we wanted to take a moment to reflect. You are the reason for the success of these games, and from all of the teams across the world, we are grateful and humbled at your ongoing support, enthusiasm, and dedication to all things COD. While we celebrate this milestone, we are also looking ahead to the next chapter of awesome moments together. Today, you will see and hear all the details of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, an exclusive look at Modern Warfare Zombies, a brand new Warzone map, Warzone mobile news, and more. In Call of Duty, no one fights alone. So we brought 250 creators from around the world to
Damn,
live here at Call of Duty now.
250?
And first up, this is Modern Warfare.
That joint
3
looks lit. I ain't gonna hold you. Are they all like watching it, or are they all playing like Modern Warfare 3 right now? What's happening? Like, why they all have like screens? Eminem, let's go. What's with Eminem? That's my favorite rapper. Let's get it. Man, there's definitely something special about Call of Duty. There's a reason why this franchise has existed for over 20 years. It's been over 20 years, bro. Like, they said 20 years. I feel like this game has been out over 20 years. Like, this just is something special about Call of Duty, dog. Like, let's get it, dog. You hear that, M? You hear that? This is probably gonna get copywritten, dog, because they got Eminem. That, yo, that's old Eminem too. That's Eminem from like 2006, dog. Let's get it, man. Anyway, this shit don't come out. That's that Till I Collapse, bro. What album was that? Was that was an Eminem show?
Hello,
that might have been,
yeah,
that might have been the Eminem
show. We have an action-packed day in store for you with gameplay and game details for Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. There are over 250.
Yeah, so they're going to be playing Modern Warfare 3.
Ready to dive into these games.
And these are all content creators.
We're so excited to be here with you today to unveil
those
the future
lucky ass
Call
sons of
Duty.
bitches.
I'm Golden Boy, your host for today.
Those lucky ass sons of bitches were able to get flown out there to be able to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 live.
Of Call of Duty, which is bonkers.
It's a little bit younger than us.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Just a touch. Thank you so much for not revealing my
Damn.
age.
Oh, you're quite welcome. We don't do that here.
It's only a little bit younger than you guys. Like, if that's the case, you guys look old as fuck, dog. Like, y'all look bad for your age.
So ready to talk about Call of Duty. It's been an entire
I don't believe it. They got to be in their 30s at least.
Well,
they got to be in their
that starts
30s.
Today, we're here to talk about Modern Warfare 3, and we're going to be getting into gameplay very, very soon. But we have some amazing guests coming in from the studios. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's right. We also have some awesome viewership rewards as well for people to watch at home. Isn't that right, Steph?
It's true. Make sure you're dialed in on the broadcast here at COD Next, because you will have a chance to unlock in-game rewards for Modern Warfare 3 just for watching this stream on the official Call of Duty or Twitch YouTube channels. Take a look and chat on either of these streams for more details for your chance to earn some of the awesome loot on the screen. I want that weapon charm.
Yeah, that's right. So make sure you go out there.
Turn my
watch
phone
it.
on.
I mean, honestly, there's no reason for you not to. But we've got some good stuff coming up on the horizon. But Steph, what do we have coming up first? This is one I'm very excited about.
Yes, we are diving straight into Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. Joining us now, the multiplayer team from Sledgehammer Games: Adam Iskov, Senior Development Director; Greg Reisdorf, Multiplayer Creative Director; and Kim Wygant, Development Director. Guys, welcome. I am so stoked to talk about your game.
Same.
Where do we even start? You know, I have an idea, but
yeah, we have a run of show. We have a direction that we're going to go in, thankfully. But guys, this has to feel very freeing. It has to feel like now you're going to be able to talk about this thing that you've been working on for so long here, and you're going to also have these incredible creators playing it all in real time.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to have all the creators being able to play.
Yo, why my cousin King RJ ain't there? Why my cousin King RJ ain't there, man? Being able to play Modern Warfare 3 in front of millions and millions of COD fans out there, man. Why they ain't got my cousin King RJ out there, bro? What's happening? What is happening?
One of the greatest sets of launch maps ever coming to the game, and we've taken these maps and we've really revitalized them and modernized them with the latest in visuals, audio, effects, as well as gameplay coming to bat on those. And it's
by the way, if you definitely want to see some good Call of Duty gameplay, check out my cousin King RJ on YouTube.com. King RJ, look him up. That's why I feel like he should be here, man. He should be out here with these people. What's happening? What's going on with my stream? What the hell? Why did it freeze? PC gaming, dog. PC gaming.
5 maps here, and those are the 5 multiplayer Core 6v6 maps that are in beta. Greg, you want to take us through what we're going to see?
Oh, why is it looking like
well,
that?
right now we're watching a little bit of Skid Row, and that is
Supposed to be 1080p.
a great map. We have
Iconic.
back. We have Rust here.
Put that to 720p. Maybe
and
it
again,
looks
Rust
better.
there's so much happening in these maps, and Adam.
Oh, that's not my stream.
What
That's
else
their
are we seeing? What
joint
else are we
that's
gonna
doing
have in the
that.
beta?
There's Favela.
As Stephanie
Yes.
mentioned, today we're playing 5 of the 16 core 6v6s that we're launching on day 1 with Modern Warfare 3. So we're talking Favela, Estate, Rust, Skid Row, High Rise,
Yeah.
all of which are stone cold classics that we've modernized to accommodate the Modern Warfare 3 updated player mechanics and movement and gameplay and weapon.
So they brought back Favela?
So really
That was an
excited
iconic
to
map.
get a little taste of what's
Like
gonna
the
be in
5th
beta,
time they're bringing that
and
joint
then,
back, but yeah, that's an iconic
players
map.
some excitement around what's launching on day 1.
It's really fun for me, as I had mentioned previously, having played and competed way back in the day in Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, and seeing these maps return again. Because, I look at Favela and I remember, a long time ago, and Clayster eliminated me from a Game Battles tournament and absolutely bopped me in the middle, in front of all my friends. He doesn't remember it, but I remember it.
Why
for
is
the
that
rest of
man
my
moving
life.
like that, bro?
Favela holds a special
Like,
place
what
in
is
my
he
heart,
doing?
for sure.
Like, if anybody who
Me
plays
is
Call of
dropping
Duty like
into the
religiously,
of
let me
maps
know what
and
that man's
having enough
doing. Like, his
familiarity.
movements
I know
is
right where I
weird.
am, right? But a lot of what we've done and what we're going to see today are these
He's kind of
great
camping for the
sledgehammer
most
touches
part. I
that
ain't even
guys
gonna hold
have
you.
brought to these maps, made modern for Modern Warfare 3.
That's right.
He's
We've
covering
stayed
all of the
true to
doors and
original
stuff like
level
that, but he's
design
kinda
and layout
camping.
of-
Okay.
of the original
Now,
maps. So if you remember some sweet spots, some lines of sight from the originals, those are
I
still
will
gonna be
say,
there.
like, the
But we've
game
also
right
made
now
some
is
adjustments
looking
to
kind of
just make them
blurry.
feel better for
That's
Modern
not
Warfare 3's
that's not my
player
stream.
movement and
That's the
weapon feel
gameplay.
and,
The gameplay
feel like
is
it's a
actually
really
pretty
happy
blurry
video
on there
and
because
great
even on my
balance between
screen
the
it's
two.
blurry.
Here's my personal favorite, Kim.
Like,
agreed.
even-
I
let's
would like
see.
to talk to you about this. Fellow high-rise stands, where are you at? I know you're
Even
back
if I
here.
was to put it on
I think players are already
720p.
figuring out some of the Easter eggs of the
Yeah.
the original maps and how to get back into it.
Oh yeah, well there was only one way to try and take over Bombsite and S&D. You had to hit the little catwalk on the opening of the map. Come on, guys.
1080p HD. Let's bring it
Everybody
up to HD.
yesterday, I saw all the creators at the red carpet event. They're all like, I'm sniping off the map. I'm sniping off the ladder on high rise. Watch me. I'm a 360 off it.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
like,
this is
oh,
definitely high rise.
We're already there.
They've brought this back several times as well too. If I'm not mistaken, this was on Black Ops
Remember from back in the
3?
day, and being able to have those in the game.
Like,
but
that was the last
also
time I remember
this
playing it. It was like Black
modernization
Ops
of the
3, I
movement,
believe.
How we're able to work with the high mantles in the game now, like
Yeah.
all of this stuff that we're watching in high res. You can now go over a lot of this with mantles, and you can go over, like, you can use your
Yeah.
slide canceling, you could do all of
Well,
that.
I was going to
in-
ask about that. Did that create?
It definitely looks a lot
layer
clearer
of,
now.
maybe some
It probably
complexity with
was
the
on my
slide
end.
canceling and stuff like that, like trying to.
I didn't realize
ensure that the
420,
maps don't get just
480p was
completely,
looking that fucking
turned upside
blurry.
down on its head.
It does, and one of the things about these maps is these maps were made 14 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
and to
These
have
dudes
that,
are
like,
dead ass
we have
out
to make
here
them
playing
ready
Modern
to
Warfare
go
3.
free.
Why ain't my cousin out there, man?
To
Why
what
isn't King RJ out there playing Modern Warfare 3 with them,
It's
man?
changed a lot in those
Right,
years.
yeah, it is, and you have to bring everything up to the standard of today. And when we've gone through and we've maintained a lot of that within these maps, and there's a few
Yeah,
places
it's
where we've
definitely
had
high, right?
to make exceptions for that, but for the most part, like, you can go in.
They're making a big deal about it, but they're just bringing back old maps that they've brought back several times before. Like, we've had Favela and other Call of Duties outside of like Modern Warfare 2. We've had High Rise and other Call of Duties.
Launch maps, yeah.
Like I'm saying, like the last time I remember playing High Rise, I think was in Black Ops 3.
The rest of the 16 OGs from 2009. So we're talking
Yeah, so-
Karachi, Invasion, Afghan,
Yeah.
Glory, Skid Row,
me the scrap?
sub base, rundown. Yeah, like it's all there and on and on.
Oh,
and
we
on.
got the
like,
scrap.
So they're just basically
we're
bringing
super
back
excited
all of
to
the
be
old
bringing
maps,
those. And,
which is good
in
because
addition
those
to
maps are
OGs,
really
we
fun.
have some new ground war
Like,
maps
I'm not
that
gonna
we're
complain
launching
about
too.
that.
So we have
But that's
3
not-
ground war
I mean,
maps
that's
that are
not really
brand
a
new,
big
which is
deal.
the traditional,
Because it's
32
not even the first time they're
vehicle
doing
game.
it.
Yeah,
It's not the
so
first time
that's
that they're
gonna be
bringing back these
awesome,
maps. Like they've brought these maps back in other
alternative for
Call of
people if They
Duty.
want to take a break from 6v6 or just mash it up.
Like, want to go bigger, but you don't necessarily want to dive fully into Warzone. You have Ground War. That is so for people like me who like.
I like Ground
big,
War.
Crazy, like huge battles.
I actually like
So
Call of
exciting.
Duty's regular
There's
multiplayer
a
as
great
well
mode for
too.
that.
They
And,
do have a solid
aside from Ground
battle
War,
royale.
I'm excited wanted to say
I
that
do. I will
there
admit
is
that they do have
another
a solid battle
mode
royale.
coming back that many of us know and love originally.
But
from
I mean, I
Call of
still
Duty
like Call of Duty
and that
for
is
just
War
their
Mode.
regular
Wow.
multiplayer
I mean,
gameplay.
War Mode holds a special place in my heart too.
Yeah.
From 2017, it's a brand
Favela.
new map that's launching on day one as well. It's got the attacker defender gameplay that we remember from the mode, the linear
right back.
objectives, the buildables, the scripted
Keep
events.
watching the
It's-
video.
It's really
Let them
exciting
talk.
to see that be part of our day one launch slate as well.
Awesome. So we've got ground
Man,
war.
somebody
we've
just got
got
stomped.
466,
75 to
we've
45?
got War Mode, and a little something we're going to get to later in the show, a brand new mode coming to multiplayer that will be available at launch
right.
and also playable in the beta. Very
That's right.
exciting.
Yep.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's really so cool to see a lot of these players get back to the roots, you know, because you can even see it. Like something I always enjoyed about a lot of these like big reveal events, right, is everyone loads in, they're discovering these maps for the first time, they're seeing them with fresh eyes. But here, that's not the case. We got a lot of familiarity here, and now the fresh eyes are going to be like, what did they add? What did they contribute to like make this into their own vision of a map? But I do appreciate as a competitive guy that you guys really focused on keeping the core of the maps. You
We
know,
love
and-
these maps. Like these are, we've adopted these maps internally at Sledgehammer. We treat them as our own, and we've gone through every nook and cranny, understanding them, understanding where all of the Easter eggs are, where all the line sites are. We have tons and tons of PowerPoints about it that just allow us to go through and really understand like what makes these maps work. And then what we've done is we've taken that nostalgia and we've also added that modernization of spice on top of it, that when you're playing these, when you're coming back to them, it is familiar, but also new at the same time, where you're now able to mantle over things that you were never able to get to. You're able to get up on top of things. Right here, we're watching.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I-
There it is.
I
There it
live
is.
here. I live here.
Right on. And to Greg's point too, when these maps first came out in 2009, Hardpoint did not exist.
Yeah.
Kill
Yeah.
Confirm did not exist. So those are brand new modes for these maps that were never
Well,
experienced. the
I'm
first
interested
time
to see how those modes potentially like elevate some of these maps that maybe were, you know, less played like competitively or even casually back in the day.
Whole new experience. for
Whole new
people.
experience.
Yeah.
Whole new experience. You have some of those maps, those larger maps in, Modern Warfare 209, like Derail and Underpass, and those play fantastic when you get into 10v10 or 12v12. We've had those modes are coming. They're going to come out after launch. And it's just fabulous to be able to play them on there. We also have control for those, CDL players out there.
EDL folks, yes.
And that's going to be amazing to watch the competitive community go to town on these maps and really, play them and understand what's happening.
Well, we're watching some great kill confirmed action here. We've been running around a bit, and
back.
find me in that sniper lane.
Back
That's all I
again.
gotta say on High-Rise. I will be there. I will be waiting for you in the beta tomorrow.
This is so great. I mean,
ADS ready.
I know we've been talking a lot about the 20-year anniversary of Call of Duty, but like, what better way to celebrate that than like, with
These
dropping
classic
all
maps.
of these
Yeah.
16 day one.
We're looking at
It's
High Rise
cool because like
2023.
they're dropping 16 maps. That's a lot of content.
Appreciate that.
It's a lot of maps
You know,
they're
it's not every day
dropping.
that you get to not just
Well,
go
that
back and, like,
dude
relive
styling
things
right
that
now.
you,
That dude
enjoyed
styling.
so
All I
much
can
to
think
growing
about
up,
is
but
that
then
could be
also
my
to-
cousin King
there are
RJ right
some
there, bro.
streamers here who
Like,
are younger
hashtag
than, Call of Duty's launch.
show support
like
to my
20
cousin
years
King
ago.
RJ,
So
bro.
they're going to get to experience this really with a fresh coat of paint for the first time ever. That has to feel quite liberating for you guys, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think really these maps hold up for old school veterans as well as like people who are brand new to Call of Duty. If this is your first game playing Call of Duty, you're obviously
Never been a
having
better
great
time to
Yeah.
jump in. Yeah, I mean, you're absorbing so much of COD's history. To your point, what a better way to celebrate 20 years of Call of Duty than with these iconic maps returning in an all-new way. And we're going to talk about all those new ways as part of the the innovations that you guys have brought to gameplay in just a second. But we want to remind the audience out there that while you're watching gameplay today, you will get to play it starting tomorrow. Take a look here at the beta schedule. For players who pre-order on PlayStation, starting tomorrow, and next week for players who order on Xbox and PC. The maps, modes, weapons you're seeing here today, those are in beta, and so are 2 new ground war maps and in-game rewards for playing. So anyway, take a look, take notes here with the pros playing, tune into the stream, get some hot tips before you drop into your first match tomorrow.
That's right. It's going to be quite exciting to see you know, everyone across like all the different platforms, just like going live, playing COD, like, and then again loading up and then seeing like Scrapyard or High Rise, still just blows my mind. I genuinely am so excited about this. But you know, there are a lot of like maps that returning fans like myself definitely will enjoy. But you know, I love some new. You know, is there anything that we should be expecting, you know, like post-launch as far as like maps go?
Oh, definitely. I am very, very excited to tell you both today that starting Season 1, we have a bunch of new maps coming. So Season 1, we're dropping 3. Season 2, dropping 3 more new ones. So over the course of our entire live season, there will be 12 new 6v6 maps coming to Modern Warfare 3.
Awesome.
So
Launching with 16, 12 down the road. That is a big map pool to choose from.
And these are all different sizes of maps, different locales, for all different play styles. You know, you might see 1 or 2 fan favorites come back as well over the course of live season, but we have a bunch of new maps coming that we're really excited about.
And those are 6v6
Yep,
competitive
6v6
maps. that
Oh,
players
nice.
can play.
Multiplayer
There are other
maps, let's
maps
get
in there
it.
as well that we'll talk about once we get into the live season, but 6v6 core maps.
Stay tuned.
Right up.
Get it.
Right.
I'm
And
looking
guess
forward
what?
to
With
that.
all of those maps, it's back. You know what you can do with them? You can vote. We're going to see it in a lobby soon, but map voting
Oh, they're bringing
is
back
back.
map voting.
So
That's what's up.
That's huge.
Get excited. I mean, the community has been thrilled. I can't wait to see it in action here
It'd be
today.
nice
I'll be taking notes
for them
on,
to show it off. Hopefully they
let you
show
know
off
the
those new
ringers of
maps.
the group. I think
Those
we have
6
a
new
good
maps they're
feeling.
talking
Somebody
about.
voted for Estate, it looks like. Here, we're looking at Estate
Oh,
right now.
nice, yeah.
Somebody voted for that one.
I-
Yeah, that's a good one for snipers.
I like Estate.
Yep.
I think we
Always
we
have.
have an idea of where the maps are going to land in the
Yep.
voting, but when you account for the new modes, the modes that you
Remember
would never
this
play
map
there
from
because you
Modern
need
Warfare
hardpoint,
2.
and you need
This
that
is like one of the
space to
most
have that
popular maps
rotation.
in Modern Warfare 2.
It'll be interesting to see what ones are popping
Oh,
up. at the
that's
top.
what
I
I'm
hated
looking
and
forward
loved
to.
this
I
map
wanna jump
because like the
to,
snipers on
a
this
private
map
lobby with my
was
friends and run around and see what the
ridiculous,
hardpoints
especially if
are
you were
on,
out
you know,
there.
these,
But
like,
if you were in the
roads and stuff like that.
building,
It's-
man,
it's
that
Skid Row, like,
it went
I was
down in
actually
that
talking
that
with,
building.
Nameless in the back about this. It's like these maps now, like you have maps like Skid Row that could actually like be potentially viable, like competitively, which is quite exciting. It just changes the entire like feel of the offering, which you know we didn't have back then.
We've honestly already been talking to CDL a little bit about some of their favorites, about what they might want to play, and it's great to get their feedback early on to see how the competitive.
All right, we're looking at Lupo, my guy Lupo. He is
good at sniping.
in his loadout editor. We can get a good look here. He's got the lightweight boots. And Kim, I would love if you would take us through what we're seeing here and how loadout select has changed and what players can expect.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here, so someone is looking at our boots category. This is actually one of our new categories for perks. So we've split up the perks into 3 different categories. We have boots, gloves, and gear. And you're going to see some fan favorites come back. We've remixed some of the perks, and we've brought some new ones into the fray. Now, they're all also represented with physical gear items. So everything that you see there has some contextualization for players. So it's not just a list of things you're selecting from. It's like you're getting these movement boosts because you're bringing in boots, or you're getting this weapon handling bump because you're bringing in gloves. So we really like to add that sort of context for players to understand what they're bringing in for perks.
Yeah, it's different, it's logical, but you're also going to see some of the same perks that we know and love. So
yes.
Call of Duty fans will be familiar with them, but presented in an all-new way. What are you guys most excited about to see here with players getting into that loadout edit and kind of customizing these builds out for their playstyles?
I think for me, it's all of the movement aspects of it, right? So we have so many things that are on there on perks that are around. We have one that alloys you to slide further.
The knee pads.
Yeah, the knee pad. The
Greg, I've been using the
tac pads.
I've been using the tac pads.
And then we have the lightweight boots. We have the canvas sneakers. I also hear those are your favorite.
I'm sneaky. I'm trying to move. I need all the help I can get.
Yeah.
We need all the things.
So, and those are just going to cancel out your noise when you're moving around. They're going to eliminate footsteps.
The true silent movement
The
perk
true silent
is
movement
back.
perk
Yep.
is there.
Can confirmed. Have used
Nice.
it, heard
They
nothing.
bringing back silent movement. I
It
like
is
that.
Very silent.
Hopefully it was only footsteps.
Oh yeah, no, I could. Well,
They're
also,
making
I'm not
silent
here anymore.
movement
I'm
great
old age
again.
Anyway, no.
He keeps making these old jokes. I don't know what's happening.
But hey, I guess when you're talking about Call of Duty having been around for so long, it's just amazing how we've all just grown up with this, right? And you guys are seeing these things that happened back then. The way the game was made, and you're taking ways to like improve upon it while also again keeping it very familiar, but also keeping it very fresh. Something that really stuck out to me, Kim, is that you guys bringing back that classic radar, right? You know, you got your
Classic
mini map with red dots on there.
Yeah.
I love it. And I'm glad that came back in.
Yeah, we are too. I mean, so any unsuppressed weapon fire will show up as a red dot on the mini-map, and we think it's really just a core intel piece for our player base for Modern Warfare 3. We really want to make sure that people know where the firefights are happening, really understand, you know, and as we mentioned earlier about just knowing the maps and being very familiar and nostalgic with those things, like you can see the red dots on the mini-maps and you can understand, I know the map already potentially coming in, I know how I'm going to flank, I know where we're going to go. You can strategize more with your teammates. So, you know, we really just felt that bringing back the classic was absolutely the way to go.
It's classic gameplay returned to classic maps. I think, to your point, on these maps, it makes perfect sense, especially with the familiarity. And even for new players, you're going to figure these maps out quickly. But it's it feels right. It feels great. I've really loved seeing it. You have a direct way to engage.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to hear you guys talk about that. And that's not the only piece of classic gameplay that you'll see returning in Modern Warfare 3.
Oh. Tell me more.
Tell me more. We've talked about.
Yeah, they're bringing back all of the classics. That's good.
But I'd like to get into some of the nitty-gritty. Slide animation cancel, reload animation cancel. They're both back.
Yeah. So we felt very strongly about bringing back slide cancel and reload cancel.
That's what's up.
You know, and in both of those things, really
Reload
the core
cancel.
was we wanted players to feel responsive and feel like they had a lot of options. So we know that when you commit to doing a slide, you're stuck on a pretty linear trajectory. We know that when you're doing a reload, some of those weapons have really long reloads. It's a real big commitment. So even after doing that, we wanted to make sure that players had the choice to cancel out of that because we know things change moment to moment so quickly in these battles. And it felt right, you know, and we're just so happy that we have it back in. And we know that I think we feel that players are really going to be happy these things are back in.
Awesome. We're going to see it a lot here today. I'm sure we have our movement kings and queens getting around the map in new and interesting ways. Now, Greg, time to kill, or TTK. Always a hot topic with our players, with our community. It's complex. It has a lot of different moving pieces when we talk about it. Can you give us details on what to expect in terms of time to kill for Modern Warfare 3?
Yes, I can. I can give you the exact details.
Yes, you can!
Yeah.
This is the guy.
Only the exact details.
Only the exact details. So rather than 100 health, we have 150 health across all of our players.
So that's got parity with
150 health,
That is
so
parity with
more health.
What's currently live in Warzone.
Yep.
More
and it'll
bullets
also
to kill.
carry over into Modern Warfare 3 Season 1 as well. And what we've also done with that time to kill, so what you're going to notice is it's much more consistent across the board. So we've eliminated some of these spikes that we've had in the past because our modifiers, so we have modifiers on when you get a headshot, it does more damage. When you do a limb shot, it does less damage. So we've kind of normalized those and closed the gap between them. And what that allows for you as a player is you're able to really have this experience where it's consistent. So when you're putting bullets on target, it is now like you get that feeling, you get that rhythm back into your gameplay, and you're able to go from combat to combat and start to feel that pace of combat, especially with our hit markers now. Like the sound effect, if you haven't had a chance to listen to them, like they're fantastic. The audio team's done a great job with them.
Hit markers also fantastic.
Yeah, hit marker visuals as well. So you're also notice that headshot hit marker. So that's when that extra damage is going to come into play, and it's normalized across the board. So it is a little longer. You could respond to getting shot. Like as soon as you start to see your screen light up red, you can pull away, you can get into cover, and really take that engagement in the way that you want to take that engagement.
Yeah, I think with those visual identifiers and with the audio cues, kind of taking that step forward a little bit, you certainly feels like you have a bit more time to evade, definitely.
Yes.
You have more survivability, you have more options with the freedom of movement
Yes, it certainly
to get out of combat. And that includes a new thing that I would like to talk about called tac stance.
Yes, tac stance is a fantastic addition to our movement set as well as what you're doing with tactical gameplay. It is a mix, it's right in between your aim down the sight, so you're very pinpoint accuracy and your hip fire. So the hip fire is going to be that big spread that you have. And so what it allows you to do is when you're in ADS, you can actually go in and toggle tack
We
stance.
just saw the UI pop up on
sweet.
the
There it
screen.
is. There's
So
tack stance
it's
right
gonna
there.
it's gonna appear as down on the D-pad for those of
And
you
for any
watching
like
gameplay.
sweats out there, I think it's important to note this is kind of it takes like an assault
Nuketown.
rifle. It's almost
Let's
like a
go,
little bit of
King
a assault
RJ.
where you can kind of like push corners a little
You
bit. more
earn free
aggressively
rewards
with it.
if you connect your Twitch or
So it
YouTube
feels like you're getting the
account,
best of
Cuzzo.
both worlds with it, while
What's
also
all
still,
the
obviously,
nonsense
you're not
now?
gonna get the full
So
benefits.
basically what's happening is they're bringing back a lot of old shit. Stuff from previous Modern Warfare games, they're bringing it back. So they're bringing back 16 maps. 16 of the older maps. Maps like High Rise, Favela, you know, the mansion map and stuff like that. They're bringing back stuff like that. They're bringing back map voting, so you can vote for a particular map. So if there's a particular map that pops up and y'all don't like to play on, you can vote for the map you want to play on and stuff like that. There's a lot going on, bro. There is a lot going on in terms of just a lot of old stuff they're bringing in. But basically,
and if you're not into it,
a lot of the stuff they're adding 6 maps. There's 6 new maps they're bringing in. They haven't showed those maps off just yet. Hopefully they do. I hope that they do. But
right now it's on the down D-pad.
what's happening is you got a lot of influencers that they flew out to play Modern Warfare 3. This is basically Modern Warfare 3 they're playing. It doesn't look like Modern Warfare 3, I'm gonna tell you that right now. It actually looks like Modern Warfare 2. But they're able to play on like a bunch of older maps. They have a lot of the older guns. Like they're able to play with you know, a wider variety of guns. There's a bunch of stuff. The map is different. Like the little mini map is also a little bit different. It's a lot better. So there's a lot going on.
Really exciting.
Yeah, there really is nothing better than grabbing a shotty and just running around the map and
I mean, he just had the Renetti out. He's going ham with it.
Going
so
in.
You got all different options here. We're probably going to see a lot of that on Rust today.
Taking a hard point right now.
Well, this has been really fun to check out, and we have plenty more to watch, without a doubt here. But we're going to take a quick break from the
See,
gameplay.
look at all those influencers. Why isn't my cousin King RJ out here, man? Why my cousin King RJ ain't out there playing Modern Warfare 3? They hating, bro. They are hating out here. This looks like Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered. I mean, you can. I won't say remastered. It just kind of looks like Modern Warfare 2, honestly speaking. They're just adding like a fuck ton of new content. Looks good. Like the same old thing though. That's. I'm gonna be real. Like that's why I'm not impressed. Like, I'm gonna be real. That's why I'm not impressed. Like, that's why, like, just now I was on my phone just now or whatever. Because they're just talking about bringing back old stuff. Like, it's not the first time they've done that. They've run back old stuff before. Like, it's not the first time we've had high rises in another Call of Duty game. If I'm not mistaken, Black Ops 3 had high rise. It's not the first time they're bringing back Favela. Like, they've had Favela in... Was it Modern Warfare 1? Like 1 remastered or something like that? Like they've brought back Favela before. So like they're bringing back a bunch of maps that they've already brought back. That's like them saying like, alright, there's gonna be another Nuketown in this game. Like you've already brought back Nuketown like 5 fucking times. So it's not, I mean, it's cool because those are very popular maps. But they haven't really started talking about anything new just yet. You feel me? Like a lot of the shit they're talking about is stuff, this old stuff from old Call of Duties that they are bringing back.
Great, you know, we'll toss one over to you.
What they're doing right now, though, is they are showing off a lot of like influencers like my cousin King RJ. Definitely check out his channel, King RJ, YouTube.com or whatever. They're showing a lot of influences like my cousin or whatever right now, just playing Call of Duty. And a lot of the stuff they're talking about right now is focused on just the multiplayer of Call of Duty. They do have some stuff going on for like Warzone and stuff like that. They haven't touched on that just yet. But I do like the fact that they are focusing on Call of Duty multiplayer because I do like Call of Duty multiplayer. I think the multiplayer aspect of Call of Duty is actually really fun.
here. So for anyone who
If-
has been playing Modern Warfare 2, right?
If you remember
know,
that they
we
remembered the
now
story
know,
mode
like, your
remastered.
inventory. That's gonna be making
I
its
like
way
the
over
old
to
stuff,
this game,
but
which
it
is
just needs
really,
something
really
new
cool,
to
and
make it pop.
creates that,
And
like, value for that
influence
player. Like, hey, my time
only
here
wants
was worthwhile.
Exactly, and it is all about honoring the player
influence
investment
only
for us.
what
Like,
works
we
for
call it
them.
carry
Got
forward.
you,
We
got you.
talked a little bit about that before.
They are
We
bringing
blog
in
posts
new
about it.
stuff. They are bringing in new
Carry
stuff. They
forward
did mention
all of your-
they did mention that there was going to be 6 new maps. Never before seen new maps and stuff like that. So they are bringing in new stuff. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have like new guns and stuff like that as well too. So they are bringing in new stuff. They're bringing the Dead Silence is back. That's something that's returning is Dead Silence, so that you'll be able to walk around and not hear the footsteps so loud or whatnot. So
investment into Modern Warfare 2 is coming over into Modern Warfare 3.
influencers
So any
only
weapon
want what
that
works
you
for
unlock
them. Yeah, no,
is
that's a
available
fact.
for you
That's a
day
fact.
one in
But
Modern
right now
Warfare
they're
3, so
just
you can
playing
go
the
ahead and
game.
use that.
They're just
Any
playing the
operator
game.
that you
This is a
purchased
way
or
for
that
them.
you've
It's kind of like
unlocked
what
as
they
well.
did
So
with
you got that
Apex
spawn
Legends,
operator
where
from
when
Season 6.
Apex Legends was
Season
first
6
shown
Battle
off,
Pass is coming with
it
us.
was mostly just shown off by
It's there day one, and
influencers.
it's fantastic to have even all of
So
those
that's what they're
blueprints and
doing. This is
everything
just a
coming
way
in,
to market the game,
with your
basically.
weapon
Just have a
level
bunch
as well
of
is
really
available.
popular
Your
influencers stream the game.
If you
But
completed
they
your
did
mastery
fly
demos,
these
you got some
influencers out.
Orion. That's
Like,
coming
if
with
you
it.
Don't
look
worry,
on the
the
little
grind is
mini
still there
joint,
for the Modern
like
Warfare 3 weapons
back there,
because it
there's
has its
probably
own
like
set of
100
completion demos
influencers
as
back
well,
there,
that
just
you can
all
go in and
playing
grind
Call
your
of
heart out
Duty.
for those,
They're all playing
and
different
go ahead and get
maps
those.
and stuff like that. They're all using different
Yeah, we're gonna
guns
talk
and
about some of the
loadouts
other
and
new
all that
challenges
stuff.
coming to Modern
So
Warfare 3 in a little
yeah.
bit, but exciting.
it's
to
a
hear
good way
that,
to
the camo
it's a
grind
good
is
way
real. We'll be
it's a
back on
good
it before we
modern
go.
way of advertising
more to come.
their video
More to
game, basically,
come soon. So
and
on
relatively
this-
cheap because they don't really need to do the advertising. They just
speaking of
need
weapons,
to
though,
fly these people out there
I love
and allow
the fact
them
that
to
we're
stream
gonna
to their
carry
audience
forward,
to
the fact
advertise
that,
the game,
there's
basically.
Plenty as we're seeing here. What other new weapons might we be treated to? Right
So they're
here
going to talk about new
We have a
weapons.
bunch of new weapons coming in Modern Warfare 3. We have over 30 new weapons. That
Over
you can
30 new
experience,
weapons.
level, get new attachments
And
for
6
them.
new
New
maps.
global attachments as well that are available that you can use across all of your weapons.
Wow.
Yeah, even the Modern Warfare 2 weapons. And then we have 20 plus operators that are there for you to unlock and be able to use and experience.
If you don't mind me asking,
And
how,
what he said, 20 new
it must have been a fun
operators?
challenge to take those weapons from MW2 and then bring them over to MW3 and like really try.
Oh yeah, it's been
How
a
was
fun
that?
challenge.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah, it's been great, and being able to have all of those weapons and being able to have your arsenal come with you is an
I would be
amazing
more
experience.
interested
Starting with
if
you guys.
they
Yeah,
do
it's very important
some
for
like
us to
Halo
honor our
MTC,
players
but
and
for
be able
COD
to,
Zombies.
take all that
They
you spend
did
a
show
year in
off
this
like a
game.
brief COD Zombie joint, so I think COD Zombies is coming to Modern Warfare 3.
And we need to bring that into the next game and allow you to be able to experience it and have fun and not set you back all the way. We still have 1 to 55. You're going to be able to level that again, and we have new content in there for you to experience.
All the bells and whistles.
All the bells and whistles is there, but being able to have those weapons, being able to make it work with all of the attachments, we're actually doing tuning on those weapons as well, so they're not going to be exactly the same. They're
So
going to
get the balance pass. For Modern
they're going to
Warfare
have
3.
the essence of the
Ooh.
Modern Warfare
Oh,
2
he didn't
weapons,
get the
but they're not
kill?
going to be 1-to-1. You can actually go in, and our friends at Binox have been able to put
Yeah,
in
so
detailed
basically
weapon
what's
stats
happening
for
is
us.
we're getting a
And
shit ton of
you're gonna
old
be able to go in and
content
look at all
mixed
of those
in with
different
some
check
new
out what their
content.
headshot multipliers
They're
are, check out what
bringing,
their,
from my
limit
understanding, they're also going to be
damages, all that
bringing
stuff
back
in there.
And that's
zombie
what
mode,
attachment
from my
tuning-
understanding,
attachment tuning is
and
coming to
they're going to be
Modern
doing
Warfare 3.
some new with the
Modern
battle
Warfare 2 is
royale
part
as
of
well
that carry
too. They're going to be
forward.
adding new stuff to the battle royale. They haven't talked about that just yet,
I think,
but
we're
they
all
just mostly been
happy that,
focusing on just a regular multiplayer mode.
what I had already used is gonna come with me.
Nicki Minaj is coming with you.
Yes.
Thank you,
Modern
thank
Warfare
you
3.
so much. That was what I needed to know about. Not Spawn.
So it seems like
Although I
anything
do
you
love
might have
Spawn.
purchased on Modern Warfare 2 is going to carry over
We are seeing some
to Modern
epic
Warfare 3?
looking
Because they
skins
said
and
something
weapons,
on Nicki Minaj
on
will
our
be able
players
to
here today. In fact,
come
right
with you
now,
or something like that.
if you look at the
I know
screen,
that was like a
check that out.
DLC
I believe
for
these are from the Modern Warfare 3
Modern
Vault Edition.
Modern
Can you
Warfare
give
2.
us some,
Maybe that's
some
just a
additional
Warzone
info?
thing though.
Yeah, happy to. So what you're seeing right now are the weapon camos that are going to be in
The new
our
camos.
version.
Those
There's a
camos
blue
look
and
sick,
a
though.
red
I will
version.
admit that.
So
Those
we
are
have
new
Crimson
weapon
Fate
camos.
is what we're calling one of them, and the Carbon Fate is the other. And these will be applicable on 4 different weapons. If you get the
Yo, why ain't my cousin
plus
King
all of their
RJ here,
attachments.
man?
And they're reactive.
My-
So the
my
better you do
cousin's
in the
an
match,
influence
the more
out here in the
eliminations
streets.
you get in a
Did that
match, the
camo
more
just
you'll start
change
to see
colors?
that visual change on your weapon.
Oh,
And
that's
as
the
you can
camo
see
for the
also,
people.
The operators have their own
The
versions
operators.
of this. These
So
are the
cool.
Nemesis skins. So
Nemesis
there is a blue version and a
skins,
red
okay.
version there. The blue version goes on Price and Ghost. And
she
the
have
red version
contact?
goes
She has
on
really
Gordon
pretty
and
eyes.
Makarov. Those are the 4 operators that get these skins. Same reactive tech, so you're going to see a little bit of the silver, metallic, shiny looking skin come up on the hands and the torso. The better you do in the match.
I've seen a lot of Warden hype on the internet, so I think people are really excited to see her in action, and that skin in particular is awesome. But one thing about the reactive skins, to your point, these are performance-driven, so that effect actually will scale back if you stop getting kills, guys.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you gotta
Wait,
do well.
what?
You wanna see the fun stuff on screen.
Yeah.
We need you to perform. So those will be awesome. People will be popping off having these awesome effects go around the map as well. And of course, those are in the Vault Edition.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of the weapons and diving into it a little bit more, I understand as well that there is also a new system that you guys have on top of that with the aftermarket parts, right? Which that, if we could dive a little bit more into that, because that sounded really fascinating to kind of like make guns play in a different way just off of one part alone.
Yeah, it is. And here we're seeing a little bit of it where this is our LMG that has a bullpup conversion to it. So they're full conversion kits
Look at that
that allow
SMG.
these weapons to really go cross-class
look at that
and to
handgun.
change up. They are meaningful, powerful changes. to
That's
the
a
weapon.
Renetta?
That's a Renetti that is actually turning into an SMG with this conversion kit. It's like a 3D printed part.
Dual weapons?
Secondary.
Dual
No
wielding?
secondary. So
Okay.
you
They
do
bringing
not,
back
like, you have a
dual?
gunner vest that
Akimbo?
allows you to take
They're bringing back
primary
Akimbo?
secondary. You do not need to take that if you're swapping
They're
out
bringing
your
back
Renetti
the
for that
Akimbo?
aftermarket
Okay,
part,
let's go.
to make it into an SMG.
And one of the coolest things is how you unlock
Akimbo
these amps.
SMGs. That was fucking
We love
broken,
that
bro.
here,
I
guys.
can't believe they're
So
bringing
we have
that
2
back.
amps that
Oh,
are
they're trying to
coming
bring fun
to
back to
beta,
Call of Duty. I see
believe.
them.
But how you're gonna unlock them at launch and beyond? You want to talk a little bit about those?
Yeah,
challenges?
so in beta they unlock a little differently than they do at launch. So
Yep.
at launch they're actually we have a new system called weekly challenges.
Yep.
It is pretty much exactly as it sounds. There are challenges, a group of challenges that we release weekly.
I was worried it was like bi-weekly for a moment.
Yeah.
Trick question.
Yeah, thankfully, it is every week. And then the reward for getting all of those challenges for that week is an aftermarket part. So the first 3 weeks that the game is out, we have an aftermarket part reward for those, completing those challenges. You can then take that aftermarket part into the game and use that.
I think too. Again, it just the through line with Modern Warfare 3. This is player choice, is player freedom. It's on.
I like how the XP joint pops up on the screen. That's definitely that was something I definitely like from Modern Warfare games.
Playstyle reflected in those guns, using the
Oh,
amps.
she's doing her thing
It's
right
super
now.
exciting.
Let's go.
Yeah, definitely is.
I wish it showed the
We're gonna
name of the
continue to take,
streamer that they were
more of
showing
a look
off.
and enjoy, the game as players continue
Whoever
to run
she is,
around
she's
and,
part of
get into
FaZe?
some more shenanigans, playing some
Does
domination.
that say FaZe
as well on the stage.
Santa?
I've done that
Santana?
many times.
Is that her
so,
name?
This is again. It still just
FaZe
baffles
Santana?
my mind that I'm looking at these maps in 2023, and I'm.
One
so
thing
I'm
I would
just
say
excited to
is
play
like
them. Yeah, and
Modern
even the movement,
Warfare
I'm just
3
excited to play
seems
them,
to
man,
really
because
be bringing the
I-
content.
like
Like
that is such a
we're
wonderful feeling to
talking.
have.
This
And then
game is
also on
going
top
to
of that, too,
have
just to
a
see the way that
shit
players
ton of
can interact
content.
with the ways
I've
you build your
I
classes.
hope it's not a separate game.
really
I'm
do
not gonna.
like
I
what
hope
you
it's some
guys
sort of
did
DLC
with
for like
the
Modern
perk
Warfare
system,
2
and
that just
how
converts
you,
it to Modern Warfare 3, bro.
contextualized
Like
and made it,
it
like a
seems to be
physical
having
thing.
a
Was that
shit
like
ton
a
of content, but it's
desire to
a
kinda
shit
just
ton of
make it a bit
content
more
we've already had
grounded,
before
or what was
for the
the,
most part,
I
with
guess
some
the design
a few
choice
new
on that,
stuff.
rather than just going with pictures on a screen. You guys went for something quite bold.
Remembers.
Yeah,
One
I
man
mean, I
army
think it really
noob
was
too.
a big part of the context for the players. It's not just a UI menu
Yeah,
with
that
pieces,
was
that
like
we
in
were
Modern
making
Warfare
this a
2,
little
if I'm
bit.
not mistaken.
We wanted to make sure that you brought in your
That was
fighting
not
load
fun.
carrier, right?
That was
So
not
you
fun.
can
I don't
talk
think they're
about,
bringing that back because
ability
they obviously
is
been
this
tweaking
thing where
tweaking
every
stuff.
piece
Because
of
they even
gear
said that they're
you
bringing
brought
back
is
some of the
something
guns, but the
meaningful
guns
for
are going
your
to
loadout
perform a
selection.
little bit different.
So Perks was a big part of that, and we got a chance to look at the gear items, all inspired by real-world military tech and items, and we were able to really figure out what goes with what and what are the remixes we want to make, and we think we came up with a really good and interesting field of choices in our perks this year.
So I don't know if you guys can see it. We're taking a look around the room at the moment. We actually have a 2-story streaming tower. I'm gonna call it a tower.
Dude, they have like 100 influencers out
absolutely
there.
wild in
They
here.
could have at least got my cousin King RJ out there. Check out
And all of a
KingRJYouTube.com,
sudden-
bro.
Oh hey, that's us. Oh hey guys. GG's.
Hello.
Look at all those streamers.
big giant
Look at
room.
all those
Build
rings you
Modern
see
Warfare 3,
are
build
streamers,
awesome players
influencers
all over
that
the
are
world.
playing Modern Warfare
And,
3, and my cousin King RJ
as
ain't
Ted
there,
Timmons would
man.
say, the vibe
Hashtag get
matter.
my King
You're
RJ
gonna
out
hear
there,
Ted
bro.
talk about vibes
I do want to point out that screen you're looking at there, that, you know, the logo, the Modern Warfare, that's a screen. Like, and behind there are all the players that are behind that screen, which is so cool. I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do. 15 years in this industry, still continuously to be shocked by new tech that comes out all the time.
This is Call of Duty, baby.
Yeah, you guys go big. I respect it.
Cutting edge.
Damn,
Love
they
to see
got
it here. We got
slapped.
these games wrapped up, but there's definitely this sense in the room of like
200 to
Q next.
74?
Go next, GG, go
It
next,
is.
go next.
It's so fun to play it. Like every day I come into the office and I boot up the game, get into a match as quickly as possible,
Yeah.
and start playing. And it is just fun to watch them play as well because there's so many things that they're doing. Like earlier we were watching a circuit around the estate house. And that movement just looks so hot going through it. Like,
Yeah.
being able to mantle, we have sprint when you're tack sprinting. We actually increase the mantle speed so it feels more fluid as you're going across. And we're regenning your tack sprint as you're sprinting as well.
I also saw a couple people pop off with Battle Rage. So Battle Rage is
And
back.
Battle Rage is back.
Yep.
It's actually moved into the tactical slot.
Yes.
So it is very powerful. So if you take that, we have an awesome vest, the engineering vest. That allows you
That
to
dude
do
looks
tactical.
upset
Because
just
maybe
now,
we didn't touch
dog.
on the
Like
vest.
he looks pissed.
Actually, yeah,
He
let's
does
talk
not
about
look
the
like he's
vest.
having a good
Yeah,
time
Yeah,
right now.
so the vest is a really big piece of that. Like it is our main core piece of gear. Kim touched on how we contextualized everything. That vest is we're contextualizing what you're actually putting into the game. So it's going to dictate what your tacticals, what tactical slots you have, how many you can take, how many lethals you can take, how many well, you get one boot and you get one glove.
Yeah.
So you can't take multiple gloves. But how many gear slots you can actually have. So with the engineering vest that I just mentioned, you're getting 2 tacticals that you can take
At the cost of your lethal.
at the cost of your lethal, and you also gain another gear slot.
Awesome.
And that gear slot is super important because that gear slot is where all of your intelligence perks lie. So those are things like what we used to call hardline or high alert
Yep.
sit in that slot, and now you can take both of them at the same time and really have that advantage.
Awesome.
Yeah,
And
well,
if there are 4 vests to choose from
Yep.
at the moment. I believe.
Correct. In beta, there are 4, yeah.
So in beta, there are 4. Expect to see those tomorrow. Infantry vest, engineer vest. Seen a lot of people running infantry vests today. In fact, right here at the moment, we just got a peek at the loadout.
Yeah, that
so
is going to
seems
allow
good.
your tack sprint to regen faster. It is the core. Like if you're familiar with Call of Duty, I imagine most of our people watching are. That is your core loadout. So you have your normal 3 perks, and you get your tactical, lethal, primary, secondary.
Yep.
And what's cool about the vests is they actually have perks baked into them. So with the infantry vest baked in right away, you're getting that tack sprint refresh even faster.
Damn, they have perks built into
and
your
it also
vest?
a little bit
Okay.
of an extended time there. And one of the things that we've done across the board is we've increased that tack sprint, and we've also allowed you to have much more faster ADS strafe speeds as well in there.
Yeah, I do like how you guys have managed to take a lot of the vests and stuff and then make it also combined with other things or like really have everything kind of synergized together and have you create like the optimal build here. It's quite customizable.
And it's really helped out a lot with how we balance the game in that sense, because now what we've done is we've let you take more than we normally do, but we've also balanced that out with what you can't take in that same
There are
moment.
trade-offs,
Yeah.
very clear trade-offs. I think what you're talking about, selecting the vest, selecting the boots. It's going to come at a cost, and that's where the balance lies.
Yeah, and we love that we are going into these matches. You're making decisions. You have to make those decisions before you go in, and really, have consequences if you're choosing wrong, and learn from it and go back and make new decisions.
So I can't change those in match, correct?
You can change them.
I can't change that was a trick.
The consequences. The consequences are,
Go hide
we want you to
somewhere.
be in
Yeah, I was
control.
like,
of
what?
You'll still have to live with the consequences of your actions.
I always
for
do.
that moment.
They've been haunting me for years now. Let's talk. I haven't seen anybody get one yet. I've seen a couple of streaks. pop off, but I'm wondering about kill streaks.
Yeah.
If we have any personal favorites at the desk here.
Well, for sure. I mean, the equipment selection we have in Modern Warfare 3 is so much fun. I think my personal favorite, we'll start with the Breacher drone, which is actually a lethal. It's in your lethal slot.
Yes.
So it's basically a handheld drone that you pull out, and it's just a slow flying down a hallway. You can clear dom points, hard points, and wipe out an entire enemy squad with it.
You want a 4-piece?
Yeah.
Equip the Breacher
It's
drone.
yeah.
That's your option.
It'll explode on impact. The counter to that one, though, it's slow moving enough. You can shoot it down if you see it, the sky coming at you.
There you go.
So in addition to that, we have a Mosquito drone, which you shoot into the air, and it basically encircles an area and then dive bombs an enemy when an enemy approaches that area.
I will in fact say that my experience with the Mosquito drone has been quite like as annoying as a real mosquito. they played
Sounds like they got some powerful stuff going on.
So
Give me one moment.
Yeah.
Tricky.
Headphones on,
Tricky,
turn them up.
yeah.
Because that's how you know
Hear
it's
that
coming.
thing coming,
Right,
yeah.
right. We have something called the ACS, which is affectionately called the capture bot on the dev team. So it's basically this box that you throw down on a dom point or hard point, and it'll capture the point for you. So you can hang back and get in cover, and then let it capture the point for you. So when enemies come to try to take it, you can take them out from behind cover. So just yesterday, I had an awesome match where I put down an ACS on a dom point and then shot a Mosquito drone in the air that was patrolling. So I just like hung back and watched the whole thing unfold. An enemy rolled in there to try to get my ACS out, and then the Mosquito drone got it, and I didn't have to do anything. I was just like, that's right. That's all my equipment doing
You're
the,
like, I
the
have
work for me.
crafted the master plan
Yeah.
to capture this point.
I was pretty proud of myself. It was pretty epic.
And then you went on to drop a nuke and have a big game. You know?
Yeah.
Not that good yet, but
Oh, okay, all right.
He drops 100 on shipment, guys. Don't believe it.
no, it was an awesome moment. So yeah, we just have a bunch of fun stuff coming in terms of lethals, tacticals, field equipment, streaks. We have the Guardian that gets a lot of love. It's basically, this thing that you put down that's an area of denial tool. You can just, it really limits enemies' movement when they run into the beam that it shoots out.
It doesn't actually eliminate players. For those of you who are going to stay tuned for Warzone later, which is hopefully all of you, I think we're going to see a lot of the Guardian in Battle Royale later. But it is that aerial denial, not necessarily getting the eliminations, but eliminating the players who are affected by the Guardian.
It's almost like a stun grenade, and we have something called the comm scrambler that you throw down, and it's basically, it creates like the ghost perk in a certain area. So, it wipes out enemy communication. So enemy UAVs won't work. Like everybody won't show up on the map in this certain area. But the counter to that is like everyone can see
the active area. Yeah,
exactly.
So you'll get ghost, I believe you said, if you're inside the vicinity of the comm scrambler, but you can see where it's active on the map. So expect to be
as soon as you throw it down, everybody knows where it is. They just you're kidding in that bubble for a little while,
which could be very useful indoors. I think that's a very cool tool to have. So, but before we wrap up the convo here on Core 6v6, I wanted to ask you about ranked play.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Greg, what can you tell us, and can you give us any little details on when we can expect to see ranked multiplayer?
We can. So our friends at Treyarch are on the case again with ranked play. They do a fantastic job with it. We love partnering with them on it. And they're going to bring that experience, update it, modernize it from Modern Warfare 2, bring that forward, and then for Season 1.5, which is mid-season one.
Sometime during Season 1.
We will have it out, and that's when it's going to launch, because we want enough time where players can get familiar with everything, they can understand what's happening within the game, and start to build those restrictions within the game. And you can find out more from Treyarch as we go through development.
As we get closer, we're going to be talking more about it, but excited to say that later in Season 1, we will have a ranked play coming to multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3. But that wraps up our Core 6v6 gameplay for the day. We're going to see the folks behind us switch over. We've got an exciting new mode to talk about that we're going to get to here in a second. It's called Cutthroat. It is awesome. There's so much to get into there. But first, we have a quick special announcement for all of our PlayStation players out there like me. Take a look.
When they speak of me, they warn want to lock your doors. C'est mignon.
Enemy contact! Move!
That's cute.
It looks like it's finally bringing in,
Found a lock.
showing some new content finally.
I couldn't break.
PlayStation.
Announcing the PlayStation exclusive Lockpick Operator Pack, including the fan-goated Lockpick Operator skin, the American Gothic blueprint, and the Starry Knife melee weapon blueprint. Lockpick is a cunning art feat with noble motivations and an exciting new operator to come to Modern Warfare 3. PlayStation players can get the Lockpick Operator by pre-ordering the Modern Warfare 3 on the PlayStation Store with the items playable at the game's launch on November 10th. I didn't know she was a PlayStation exclusive operator. This is my main in all the playtests. I auto-lock Lockpick. It is how it is.
Did you know she was an art thief?
I didn't know she was an art thief. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Thomas Crown Fair, hello, it's me. But we're about to head into live gameplay action for a brand new mode coming to Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. But first, a couple of words from our sponsors.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by HyperX, the official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. We're all gamers.
I'm gonna be real. Do not expect this type of stuff. Like, they're definitely showing the content. They're showing it off very slow. I have to presume this is a good way for them to then later cut up the video and then keep like advertising parts of it like later on and stuff like that. And have like just and just flood YouTube with a shit ton of like video clips and stuff like that. So far, it's actually kind of boring. Not gonna lie, and not just that. It's way past my bedtime. I'm pretty tired. Like, I might be ending the stream before this joint finishes. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to tough it out, man. Try to be like my cousin King RJ, who should be at this event. Definitely check out his channel, like, subscribe, King RJ, YouTube.com.
The other two squads, that's how you're going to win. It is inspired by Gunfight. Like, you are actually, like, it is a very competitive mode. The thing that we like about it is it plays on all of our fantastic 16 launch maps that are there, and you get to play them in a new way. So in the past, like TDM, you're spawning at either side of the map. What Cutthroat is allowing us to do is put these triangular spawns in. So because they're 3 different teams, you now have 3 points. Triangle. You know, math somewhere in there.
Geometry, brother.
Simple maths.
Yeah. And so it allows you to experience these maps in a way that you've never experienced before, which is part of that modernization that we like to talk about in the maps. And it's a fun experience to have, super competitive, and it's one life to live mode. It's very fun.
You can regen your down teammates, though. If you see
Yes, you
one
got
of
the
your homies
revives.
get downed, yeah, you can go over there and revive them. That's a fun little way to, you know, come back after.
What led you guys
falling
to
behind.
want to make this mode? What was the inspiration behind it?
It was Gunfight in a lot of
Just
ways.
pure- yeah.
Gunfight, of course, is 2v2.
2v2 is
So this is
Gunfight.
really
Yeah,
taking
and
that
it's
to the
played on
next level.
separate maps. It's
Yep.
played on different maps. And so what we wanted to do is be able to really focus on the 16 maps that we had at
So
launch
I'm not sure if you
and
can
be able to
see
have a
the
mode that
thing
is
on the
as
bottom.
exciting,
It
as
says if you
competitive as
pre-order
Gunfight in there.
Modern Warfare
It
3,
really
you
brings
can get
something new
the
to the table too, so our players can go out and
early
have fun and enjoy
access,
a new
the
experience
open beta.
with their squad.
Yeah,
And you can take your loadout.
starting
Yes,
tomorrow
that's what I was gonna say.
for
Unlike
PlayStation,
Gunfight, we're not
but
providing
Xbox and
the
PC is going to be a
squads
week
with weapons. You can
later.
actually bring your blueprints and your
So
loadout
basically
with you.
tomorrow,
Eight
Friday,
weeks.
October
It is a
what,
sprint.
6th, 7th?
I am so excited to see these guys
You'll
play
be able to
because
play
they're awesome at
the
game
beta
anyway.
for Modern
You
Warfare
see,
3 on
Dr. Lupo here,
PlayStation
he
5.
is on
You would have to
Cutthroat,
wait
and of
till
course
next
the
week in order to play it on
objective, the
PC
capture
and
point at the end
Xbox.
is
It's already there. Yep.
the overtime mechanic.
Oh, he's
There we
down.
go.
You
Yeah,
can't get downed, but and picked up by your teammates. Now, what happens
Not
when
anymore.
Not anymore. So now when you're eliminated, you're out. That's
Yeah.
it. You got to wait for the next round.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
No
the
respawn.
rounds are quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go really, really fast. We spent a lot of time making sure that you just weren't sitting there with, dead air, essentially, watching your teammates have fun. And that flag there is now available, so they can go and capture that flag. Whoever, well, they got eliminated, but
Is
whoever
this like
gets that
search and
flag first,
destroy? Like,
just
what
that
game
fight
mode
gonna
is
do it.
this?
Okay.
Or is this one of the
Between
new
rounds, though, we
game
rotate
modes?
where that flag is, because again, geometry, that triangle, right? We could put it in the center every time, but it gets a little difficult.
Yeah. Gives players an
So that-
opportunity to move around and like actually
Yeah.
interact with more of the map, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you're experiencing these maps in brand new ways. It is a lot of fun to have in there.
That guy's got really cool hair.
I was gonna say something, but as a person who has none, I figured I would refrain from it.
No, I feel like if anything,
They're talking about his hair.
awesome.
I think the
It looks a
lady's
lot
hair
like,
next to him, the one with the
Operator
red,
Oz,
actually
Modern Warfare
has
2, actually.
a interesting hairstyle.
Back into Cutthroat again. I'm very interested in these smaller game modes because I think it just creates opportunities for you to have like those real like intense interactive moments.
It's
right?
very intimate, and you get to situations like this where you're trying to figure out like how to use your you could pop smoke here, and really just understand because there's this tension that's building around like when is this flag gonna pop?
Yeah.
When do I want to go in? When does I want to have my team rush in?
Is that what you do? You
I
would
believe
throw
that's it.
smoke? You'd throw smoke right here, Greg?
No, there's no reason to throw smoke right here because you gotta wait for the flag to come up.
Oh, there's the
Sorry.
breacher drone. Breacher drone. Yeah.
You might want the.
Okay. I love this guy's strat. It's a good strat.
Yeah, we have the
There we go.
EMD grenade, which would be great in this situation because
Right.
you just throw it out, pop it, and then if you get another player on the team, that they're going to show up constantly on your mini map for your entire team.
So it's to me, EMD grenade a little bit like a snapshot, but it actually is going to stick to the enemy player.
it does.
That player will then get a prompt. You
All
might
right,
be able
collapse
to
was
tear it
good.
off, I
Love
believe.
it.
Yeah, you just pull it right out.
And
It'll track
walk
you
bang
around the
with
map and,
what?
And like have way more visibility on the enemy squad there.
Just
EMD,
cleat
very,
out
very
rooms?
Be
clutch.
very overpowered if you hit them.
What are you talking about right now? Collapse.
That's the thing I haven't seen actually was the thermo barrack grenade
we
because
haven't
I
seen
actually do like that one because it's kind of like a Molotov but like on steroids. So it just like
Yeah.
does a big boom and then also has area denial as well.
Yeah, it has area denial and it bounces, so it will not detonate on impact. So you can throw it around corners, you can throw it under cars.
Get that frag effect.
Yeah, and it adds a little bit of additional damage to explosives after the fact. So even if you survive the initial blast of that one,
Right.
you could get taken out pretty easily afterwards.
Lupo just hit a clutch headshot. He is now he picked up his teammate, and we're swapping over to Favela.
Oh yeah.
I love
Yeah,
this
they were
map.
just showing off a new game mode. I don't know the name of that new game mode.
Out of these
But that's
five
a
we're
whole
playing
new
today,
game
I
mode
have
for
to
Modern
go with
Warfare
Favela.
3.
I just, I know there are a bunch of high-rise stands.
It looks really similar to like a search and destroy, but it's not search and
Favela
destroy.
stands.
But I've been just looking
It's
at
some
it.
weird
This is
capture the
Brett, you're
flag
the
kind of
tiebreaker
game
here.
mode.
Oh.
We've got 2 for high rise.
I love
2 for
them all.
Favela.
They're all my babies.
Okay, fine.
Okay, all right.
can't give any of
That's
them
no
up.
favorite children here. We got.
Favela is quite
Noob
awesome
said
with
noob
all of the
2
movement,
wall
with
bang
every
with
combination.
LMG.
Yep.
That's right.
And
Taking
high rise is also
Oh, come
great.
on, Greg. You know, at some point.
Yeah,
all
that
unique in their
that's
own way.
in like
Yeah,
modern
actually,
the
I
like
vote
the
to a
OG triple OG Modern Warfare 3
How
2 games.
could you?
And I think that might have been in
I think I
Modern
love Favela
Warfare
because
3 as
remember
well.
that play I was talking about
Like the
doing with,
original
the
ones.
capture bot and mosquito drone that was on Favela. Yeah.
Those
There
were
it
those
is.
were
That's why it's got a
trash
special
though.
place
I
in my
did
heart.
not
I
like
the little
that.
second
It
floor
took
store
away the
that I
fun
believe
from the
you guys
game.
have opened a window up that wasn't necessarily.
Especially when
there before, so you
everybody
kind of
was
see
doing
down
it.
the hill.
Yeah, and I am
Shouldn't
trash.
be any new windows.
Well, no,
I heard the
I'm
game was
sorry, I might have
$30.
misspoken. I
If the
thought it
game's
just
only
was more
$30,
open
then
than
it's
it was
probably
previously.
Oh, it's
DLC
possible
for Modern
we
Warfare
allowed you
2.
to mantle out of it.
Yep.
Which
There you go.
I'm okay
Yeah,
with.
okay.
Like I'm okay
There
with
is-
them.
There's a lot of those things that are in the like metrics wise. Like
Yeah.
the metrics have changed. In a lot,
I'm gonna be real. I'm okay if it's $30. I will be actually very happy with that, and I will actually pick it up. I wasn't originally planning on picking Modern Warfare 3 up for the simple fact that even though I really enjoyed Modern Warfare 2, I didn't play Modern Warfare 2 enough. Like I really didn't play it a lot. I really did not play Modern Warfare 2 a lot, unfortunately. And it's not because the game was bad, it's because I was just playing a bunch of other different games, unfortunately. But if Modern Warfare 3 is only $30, I'll pick that up. Because you're getting a shit ton of content I like this level design. It's pretty cool. The one with the little mansion joint, that's actually an old map from Modern Warfare 2. It seems like they're bringing a lot of content to Modern Warfare 3. I can kind of understand why it's only $30 because a lot of the content is just old stuff from previous games. They're bringing back 16 maps from older games. Maps like Favela, High Rise, the Mansion map that you've seen and stuff like that. So they're bringing back a lot of older maps, the airport map and all that stuff. So they're bringing back a lot of old maps from previous games. They're bringing back a lot of guns. They're reworking them so they feel different. They're bringing back old perks too, like the silent, quick silent or something, perk or something like that. I forget the name of the actual perk. So they're definitely bringing back old perks, stuff like that. There's a lot of old stuff they're bringing. They are putting in a few new stuff. Like this right here is a Favela map. This is Favela from like Modern Warfare 2, if I recall correctly. The original Modern Warfare 2, excuse me. But they're also bringing in new stuff too. Like they did mention 6 new maps. Hopefully they'll show that later on. But it's gonna be 6 new maps. They're bringing in new guns, new perks, and stuff like that too. So new game modes and all that stuff.
Yeah, there was.
Right now, what they're doing is they're having a lot of like influencers, like stream gameplay of the game. So we're basically able to see like the game live. They had to have flown out at least 100 influencers, bro. Like they got a lot of seats, monitors, ring lights, and all that stuff. Like there was like at least 100 of them bad boys. So they definitely pulled out all of the stops. And most likely a lot of these influencers are gonna upload this video of their gameplay to their channels. It's like free promotion for them for the most part. So they're doing a good job at promoting this game. They're doing a good job of modernly promoting this game in the modern time and stuff like that. So can't knock them for it. I know Apex did something similar. I like this level design he mentions. All right.
To like really give players that ability to just like make the decision, go with your friends, play what you want.
And like I mentioned about some of the new maps coming in live season, we have a bunch of new modes planned for live season as well that we're looking forward to sharing very soon.
Cool.
All right, well, I'm all for it. I want to thank you guys so much for joining us here today to share Modern Warfare 3 with the world. And that is going to wrap it up for the MW3 multiplayer segment of the show. Once again, a big thank you to Adam, Greg, as well as Kim for joining us here. But now we're going to head over to one of my favorite people. It's Maven, who's got a couple streamers that he's going to be putting in the hot and ready seat presented by Little Caesar.
Yeah, they did mention that, you know, they're going to have Warzone content as well, too. So
Legion.
Hey. I'm really proud to be the other ball guy on stage with you today. We're doing it. We're doing it.
It looks beautiful.
Why are they being weird, dog? Like, yeah, so they showed off the multiplayer content. That was just for the whole hour. They just showed off all of the stuff they're adding to the regular multiplayer mode, which I like a lot. They're probably going to talk about what they're going to be adding to Warzone and even maybe the story mode next, but we'll see.
Thank you. You sat down like my guy is locked. What have you loved the most?
I love
so
the
far
old
about just
boards.
getting in, diving in MW3.
I hope it's a
All the fun
remastered
stuff
DLC
is really
for $30.
fun. The shotguns, the new tags, the new
I hope
lethals.
so
Rob,
too.
just out here doing
In terms of
anything
gameplay,
to
it
make
kind of looks like
everybody
Modern
angry
Warfare
as
2, though.
angry as possible. I'm assuming.
Well, was it a bit of a surprise at first? Like when you got in, like how much fun you were having? Like does it kind of defy expectations?
Listen, I was 16 when Modern Warfare 2 came out. So all these maps that we were playing in Modern Warfare 3 right
so
now.
he's
throwing
36.
Back, bro,
He's
it's
my
just like
age.
you picked it right back up again. And
He's my
I'm
age.
body. I don't know. It's so fun.
You're a talented and very handsome guy. Now let's talk about the chair. This is the hot and ready seat presented by Little Caesars. We were a little bit worried about what
Are
this
you
is going to be able to
fucking
handle,
kidding
especially
me?
if I tried to sit on your lap.
Little
But this
Caesars
is the
have an
hot
actual
seat, dude.
chair.
You like yourself some pizza?
Listen, I was a little worried that the cardboard capacity.
I do like Little Caesars, though. They got
really good right now,
a
and I feel like
calzone
you and I
going
together
on,
in this hot
dog.
seat
Like,
together, it's just
that
too much
calzone's
content. This is
delicious.
too much attraction. If our bald heads connect one more time, the venue lights shut down.
Speaking of that, we got to get out of here. Let's get this over to Shift Legion. Thank you so much, buddy.
Oh, there's just always comedy with two bald guys in the mix. But yeah, I hold shift here with the one and only Shotzi. I got to start with the fun question first.
Bunch
I mean,
of
just enjoyment
influencers.
level,
They're
how
doing
are you
their
enjoying the game to
thing
this point?
and promoting this
This game's amazing,
game,
man.
dog.
I have nothing but good things to say about this game. I love the movement. Everything about it's got like.
All right, you set me up for like the perfect segue. Have you found ways to finesse the movement system yet? Because I know going into the beta, that's probably your main goal, is to find ways to just completely over-embellish the movement system. How are you feeling so far about how this game moves?
It moves smoothly than any other COD I've played. I feel like it has a mix of like fast and a little bit of a slower slide cancel, but yeah, I love it. It's very fast.
Oh yeah, they're bringing back slide cancel as well as reload cancel.
But I will say that there's like these sneakers that allow you to like slide any ADS, and I feel like that's meta right now.
All right, so make sure you check out the stream for that, because that's going to be all the hacks and clues for that. Now, getting into the competitiveness, I mean, last year, lots of conversations about skill gap. Where is it going to be? Do you feel like movement is going to be one of the main focus points for those trying to take their game to the more competitive level, or where do you think that the competitive skill gap is going to be for this game?
So yeah, definitely movement. I feel like slide canceling obviously is going to be, you know, very OP, and then I feel like the aim assist in this game is actually very not as sticky as other games. I feel like mid and far range, it's actually not as sticky. So that's definitely interesting.
Fair enough. Shotzi, thanks so much, my
Hey,
man.
Sus.
You can check him out on his stream.
He said
And,
he
well,
wanted
with that, we're
to
gonna go back
sit
up to
on
Miles
his
and
lap.
Lottie
Oh, that's
to give us
gay.
their thoughts on what they just saw with multiplayer
Yeah,
before
that's-
we come
that's
back
real
with the team from
sus. That's real
Treyarch to give
sus.
us our first look at game footage and details.
Wait,
for
Treyarch?
Modern Warfare Zombies. But first,
I knew it. Yeah, they're bringing zombies to Modern Warfare, and they got Treyarch bringing Modern Warfare. So I don't know if Treyarch is actually working on a Black Ops game right now, because I know Treyarch has been working on a zombie mode for this game. Because they did mention zombie modes coming to Modern Warfare,
latency reducing reflex.
or at least they hinted to it.
Chairs are being used at today's event. Check out Herman Miller Gaming's entire portfolio of products at hermanmiller.com/gaming, and Elgato, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next.
People still use Elgato?
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. My name is Miles Ross. I'm joined here in the fireside chat. I've got one Praga, we got OVP, we got Nameless, and we have Alley Cat on the corner there. We are going to be, I suppose reacting is one way to put it now, but like, this is one of the hardest jobs I've ever had to work in my life. I've never been this excited about a COD. Like, Legion hit the nail.
Yo, they have a ray gun. This is a ray gun from zombie mode. They have a model of the ray gun. That's awesome.
How cool is this? I think you get that element of nostalgia, the new kind of newness from the game as well. It's refreshing all in one. I mean, for me, I think it's got to be about the fact that you can kind of almost customize what you want to do, what type of player you want to be in game. I mean, it starts with movement, and then you're looking at the perk system, but there's a balance there as well. And I'm just so excited to see what type of player, first of all.
Nah, dude, I definitely got to work tonight. It is actually way past my bedtime. That's the reason I ended the Mortal Kombat stream, was so I can go to sleep. But when I turned off the stream, I noticed that there was like a Warzone joint that was about to start up. So I had to do it for the content. I had to do it for you guys. You feel me? Gun is dope. Yeah, that gun does look dope. I had to do it for you guys. So I started a second stream, bro. I'm exhausted. I am tired. It is way past my bedtime. I should be snoring right now.
Play style, because I feel like in events like this especially, like I was bringing up Warzone players, like their style of play is a little bit different from like what we see on a day-to-day basis, and even just normal content creators, they're going for snipes and stuff, and High Rise obviously a perfect place for that. So I think the fact that the movement feels so smooth, and to see everybody, there's something for everyone, right? So I mean, it's been a great day so far.
So far, so good. We have a little bit more time than we thought we'd have, guys, so we can delve a little deeper here. I think one of the coolest things, and the desk touched upon it a little bit, we got to experience yesterday when we played. We're making the most meaningful decisions, I think.
Why my man has the Thriller jacket on, bro? My man has the Michael Jackson Thriller jacket on, bro.
Into a killing machine, quite frankly. The Breacher drone,
Yeah,
a lot
sure,
of fun.
Miles.
Way too much fun, actually.
That thing's insane. The Breacher drone, you just throw it in a hole.
LOL, we appreciate your sacrifice. Thank you, Collapse. Thank you. I'm sacrificing sleep for this
I shot my own drone
shit.
down accidentally. I was pre-aiming somebody in cover. They were in perfect chest-high cover. I let the drone fly out, and it follows a direct path. It doesn't have the craziest range. It is fast enough. But I was pre-aiming that spot, and then when the guys, with the red dot appeared, I fired away. I shot down my own Breacher drone. But it's just one of many fun new items that we have to play with here. And again, meaningful choices, like from top to bottom. What shoes am I wearing? What kind of gloves am I wearing in this loadout?
Yeah.
How do I want to play? Am I stationary? I might have the strafe speed shoes on, get my shoulders working. We heard Shotzi talk about the tack stance and how he's sliding around the map. And this is something we cannot stress this enough, friends. You're going to be schmooving in this game like you may have never moved before in COD.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. I want to hear what you think as well as the fact that you can turn a pistol basically into an SMG. You don't need a perk. You don't need to have that on. You can literally do that yourself with guns and get it to the way that you want it. I mean, running basically a secondary SMG with an AR. I mean, that's just stunning.
We heard them talk about it too with like the aftermarket weapon attachments as well with the weekly challenges. So there'll be a bunch of different types of variations that you have with your gun. But we saw the Renetti. It's already insane. I saw a tweet from Scump on the timeline, a 10-piece with the Renetti. So when you turn that into an SMG, I mean, it's going to be crazy. The world's your oyster.
It's going to be absolutely incredible. Ali, I've got to ask you, what are you most excited about? You play so much, but jumping into game, what type of player do you think you see yourself becoming with Modern Warfare 3 now?
I just gotta order some new controllers to get used to breaking my thumbsticks all over again. Honestly, that's that's something that is really close to the CDL heart. The competitive style is getting into the slide canceling and the ADSing, like Shotzi was touching on. But also, I just want to talk about the fact of like, I was 9 years old when a lot of these maps were a thing, and like, my bad. But yeah, like I was watching my dad play, but like I don't like those are core memories for me. But
9 years old, 20 years
and
later,
so, like, now,
she's
as a
29, she's pushing
23-year-old
30.
Getting to load into these maps and kind of like have the nostalgia of, oh, I kind of
Wait,
recognize
did she say
this.
23?
Like, I kind of know this map, but like not knowing every nook and cranny just yet, and like so it's still kind of new to me, but it's also nostalgic at the same time.
She's a
and
baby.
to Ali's point, like think about running around favela and being able to mantle as fast as you can in this game. Some of the different boots that you mentioned, we were messing around with that slide yesterday. It goes for a while, and you can aim in virtually instantly and cancel it as well. So there's so many different things that people are going to get into this game and figure out. It's going to play a bit different than obviously back in day with MW2, but a lot better. It feels super smooth.
And that's the most important thing we've been touching upon and people have been asking us about. How does it feel? How does it feel?
Oh,
it feels really good. It's very, very smooth. To your point, sliding shoes on, I'm hitting tack stance faster than ever, I'm sliding with full ADS. You can hit snipes, guys. Have you ever imagined hitting a fully zoomed in snipe while sliding? Well, MW3 is the game for you. But yeah, and we've got a lot of cool stuff. All the one-times optics, so anything red dot, a lot of the hollows. None of these things really add anything to ADS speed anymore. So the game itself in general has sped up tremendously. We were messing around with tack stance yesterday as well. I mean, sort of the canted approach to take to your weapon. I'm running a big ×8 scope, right? I can't
Not gonna lie.
ADS in, but if I want to hit
The shit they're talking about right now sounds super broken. They're definitely going to have to balance it better because that shit is going to bring a lot of fun, but it's going to be rage-inducing, similar to MK1.
Still really nice to have choices as a player. We've got so many options here. So much fun.
Yeah, I think that's the key word, right? The buzzword, I think, coming off the back of what we saw on the desk. It's the choices that you can make. And I think balance is such an important thing. I think in any Call of Duty game, balance is key, especially when you're going up against players who do have a choice of what they want to run, especially with perks. But being able to have that potential to take something away, if you do want to risk and reward, you're coming in with potentially like silent footsteps, you're running ghosts, you're making sure that you're the type of player you want to be, but something also is taken away from you. So that balance is so, so important, I think, in all Call of Duty titles.
100%. I mean, footsteps are silent if you want them to be. That is a massive W. I was running around yesterday and I saw red dots on the mini map. My footsteps were silent. I was sneaking up on people. I was just having a blast. I mean, we're talking about 12 years ago when these maps came out. They look even better now. So I can't wait to get my hands on that beta, which is coming out soon.
Very, very soon indeed. Well, it's exciting to be reminiscing for very, very good reason. As we talked about earlier, we are celebrating Call of Duty's 20th anniversary, which is an amazing milestone. And with a great milestone comes an opportunity for great rewards. To celebrate 20 years of Call of Duty history, players can receive daily login rewards between October 6th to October 16th. For every single daily login per day, up to 7 in total, you'll receive these rewards, which you're seeing on screen, including an old
Those skins look dope.
operator skin. That takes me back. These rewards all will carry forward in MW3 as well, so grab them now and take them into the next title. For more details, head over to the Call of Duty
But that
blog.
says Black
Nameless,
Ops 3
your earliest
emblem?
memory of COD, was it like waiting in
go.
line
Black
at
Ops
midnight
3.
trying to get something? What was it for you, mate?
I mean, yeah, first of
I
all,
love
so
Black
we
Ops
have
3.
cool
I
swag
think
like
Black
this in
Ops
these
3 is one of the
digital
most
packs. I mean,
fun
this is,
Call of
that was
Duty
before
games
that
ever.
time, but I mean, just playing split screen was the best like old memories I have with my friends and screen looking, trying to figure out where they were on Call of Duty 2. And now it's 2023 and we got everything, and you can still screen watch. It's right there. They're right next to each other.
Next
so
level.
we might be some players doing that here.
Incredible memories that have been had on Call of Duty. Ali, what is your earliest memory on COD?
Well, I know I talked about playing with my dad, but I think one of the more core memories, which I can't wait to break down the new and exciting stuff in that game mode coming later, has to be with zombies.
Yeah.
When I was in middle school, I'd go over to my friend Anastasia's house, and we'd go in our basement, we'd turn off all of the lights, and then we'd load up split-screen zombies on her big TV on the couch, and just all night on her Xbox just sitting there playing zombies on town survival, you know, going as far as we could, training them around the lava pit in the center. So that's definitely like a cool memory for me.
I love.
Yes, this is a pro player's sweatiest of sweats. That's why I'm saying my cousin King RJ should have been invited out here, man. Stop playing. They violated my cousin King RJ. King RJ at YouTube.com should be out here playing Modern Warfare 3, bro. Because these are obvious people that don't go out there and touch grass. I'm going to tell you that right now. All right, so you got the pre-order, get the open beta, early access, weekend 1 for PlayStation exclusive starting tomorrow. So if you pre-ordered Modern Warfare 3 on PlayStation 5, you can actually get it tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Open beta. Well, early access beta starts tomorrow. Open beta starts Saturday, I believe. Yeah. No, wait. What's today's date? Today the 6th? The early access beta, I think, starts today. Nope, starts tomorrow. Early access beta starts tomorrow. Open beta starts Sunday from what I'm seeing right there. So, and then you have the crossplay beta, because the week after, next week, you'll have the early access joint for the Xbox and the PC, and then you have the open beta starting like a full week later. So
Players, you saw a ton of great multiplayer content today. Play that and more over the next week. Check out the Call of Duty blog for more details. I personally
So
can't
if
wait
you
to see
play on
everything
PlayStation,
get
you
in
would
the
definitely have
mix.
an advantage,
In
because
addition
by
to
next
open
week
beta, early
you would
access,
have
all those PlayStation
far more
players out there, be
experience,
sure to
especially if you
pre-order on the
pre-ordered it.
PlayStation Store to get an exclusive look at the Lockpick Operator Pack at MW3's launch.
Big question is, what did you guys think of Lockpick? That's
He
another
bringing
one that was
Nono and they not ready for that.
I mean, there's so much to break down here. All
Playing
of the
games,
teams
they
are going
ready
through
for that.
every
He's
single
not gonna
detail,
bring
but
Nono,
what
I
are you
promise you
making
that.
of it? She's
Nono not
freaking
good enough.
cool.
He's probably gonna bring like
I know that
Silo
you
or
talk about
somebody
how
like
she
that.
insta-locks her every single time that she's loading up into a game, and I might have to follow suit. Like, we might have to battle it out for who gets to be the lockpick in game, because she is cool.
Yeah, I'm down with the blue
He's
cameras.
either gonna bring
Like,
Silo or he's
great.
gonna bring like
We've got
Misty.
some of those skins in the game already. The trailers, you name it, it's all happening. But Lockpick available for you, PlayStation players. Hit that pre-order. We've had quite a deep dive on MW3's multiplayer mode so far, and over the past couple of months, I mean, I suppose that was the best way to put it. We've had some teasers, we've had some insights, we've had a few leaks of the return of Makarov and what that means to Modern Warfare 3's campaign. All that in store very, very soon. But now, though, friends, it's time for something quite different. Straight from our friends at Treyarch, here is a look at Modern Warfare Zombies.
Zombie mode, let's get it! Modern Warfare Zombies. This is the first time Modern Warfare had zombies? This might be the first time Modern Warfare actually had zombies. And it's actually done by Treyarch, so you know it's going to be good. MWZ. Modern War Zombies. Let's get it, man. I'm actually kind of hyped for this mode, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. You hear that music that's playing? Oh, let's go. look at that zombie. What was that? Is that a mech?
The situation is dynamic and evolving.
Is this like a modern Warzone zombies joint?
Forces to take out those threats.
The dogs. They're bringing back the dogs. Yo, this is like a Warzone zombies mode. That's dope, bro. Is it co-op? Speed Cola. The monkey.
Forget what you know. Monsters are real.
Dude, I ain't gonna lie. I'm type hype for this mode, bro. I'm actually type hype for this mode. Look at the fucking motorcycle. They had the box. They got a Cerberus. Let's go, Treyarch. Let's go. What the fuck was that? Was that a dragon? Yo, they just made. They just
You
fucking
just got
made.
a sneak peek at the end of that trailer of the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint. More on that. In
They
just
just
a bit.
made
But now, let's welcome some
Warzone
very special
zombies.
guests from Treyarch, because you got Kevin Drew as well as Miles Leslie. Kevin is the associate director of design, and Miles is the associate creative director. Welcome to the both of y'all, and it is so exciting to talk about some zombies.
Awesome to be here. Yes.
It looks awesome in here. We just swapped over to a little undead purple in the back.
When I think of the undead, I think of
the
purple.
ambiance.
Yeah, I mean, there's something about purple and zombies that just, it really does something for me. But guys, earlier this week, we held an event at Treyarch. We were able to bring a couple of different groups of creators who are here today at Call of Duty Next into Treyarch. First time you guys have had folks in the studio in a long time. It was super exciting. You want to talk a little bit about the event and some of the awesome reactions we got to see in the room from these guys?
Yeah, no, it was a great experience bringing in those people. You know, zombies is traditionally something that is a mode based on exploration, discovery, but we felt like there's so much new here. We really wanted to get a group in there and play it, get hands-on, get impressions, get feedback, and we just had a really great time playing with them.
You're getting to see a couple of the reactions in the room there. They got to see some footage. They got some playtime. You guys answered about some questions.
Yeah, the playtest was absolutely fantastic. There were so many awesome moments. It just felt right getting them into play.
Well, I was going to ask, like, as you know, having been in the lab, making this for so long, right, and then getting people to see it. In what you guys said before, I remember you guys mentioning that it's not a thing you do often, bringing people into the studio. So that must have been a very, like, almost revealing experience for you guys, right?
It felt very good getting outside people besides us playing it.
Yeah,
and, like,
so you're like,
having
oh, wait a minute, this
time.
game is good.
Hey, this is super fun. You know? So
it's like, we were right. Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
Guys, one of the most popular questions I noticed, you know, ripe amongst the crowd of creators that was there, Easter eggs. We know them, we love them, we want them in zombies. What, if anything, can you tell us? Give us a little taste.
I mean,
a little tidbit, a little morsel.
A little something.
We can't give them all.
Giving anything.
Well, then what should we expect?
So
at
if
least, in
you were
terms of what's
paying
there?
attention to that trailer you just saw for the first time,
okay,
maybe at the end, if you go back and scrub it, you might see something that you'll see that's kind of big. Now, I don't want to give it all away. There's a lot to discover in this open world zombies.
Oh yeah, and I think that is going to lead perfectly to my question, which is, with so much that needs to be unpacked here, I guess, you know, what I'm curious about is, like, what are the key things that you want the community to know about this iteration of zombies? The differences potentially from, you know, the previous game till this one, because you guys are having some fun with it out there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a mode based on experimentation, and we're really doing that here. This is taking
MWZ.
our classic zombies gameplay and mechanics,
MWZ,
and putting them on
man.
the big
It's not
game, and all of the
MW
experiences
Warzone.
that offers with vehicles and the vast space and the higher
bringing
player
back the
count.
dogs.
And then on top
They
of
got
that,
vehicles.
putting it in the
They
modern
got the
warfare
maps.
era, where you have their equipment.
This is the first
operators, and
time
it just
zombies
feels
has
so
been in
balanced,
Modern
you know?
Warfare.
And it's this massive open world co-op experience. So that's something that feels
Open world
exciting. It
co-op,
feels different.
yes.
Kind of what
That's
led you guys
cool
to
as fuck,
to
dog.
design, you know,
That's really
Modern Warfare
cool.
Zombies the way that you did in this big new way?
So we just saw an opportunity with the big map to have the biggest PvE experience we've ever had in the franchise. So
Yeah. Which
in
is
the
saying
past,
something.
we had pure
Yes, pure PvE, no PvP.
You're safe here, and there's you know we usually have four
Kind
players.
of. Yeah.
You know,
Safe
it
is
is
relative.
shooting zombies at the end of the day. Yeah. But then you mentioned like the way that the game is played, the open world. But how do the players like interact with one another in that world? Because and also like I like running solo from time to time. Is that also something that's possible as well?
Absolutely. So it's 24 players total. You can go in solo. You can go in with your squad. But what's awesome is that you're all on the same team trying to do the same thing. So when you're out in the world, you'll run into other squads or other players. You can make a decision in that moment to like combine and form a super squad.
Oh, so you
of
can
6.
form a super team.
Yes.
Like in-game form a super team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And that's 8 squads of 3. You can group up together. You can go lone wolf
Holy
it. I don't
shit.
know if I'd recommend that, guys. From what I've
I
seen.
mean,
experienced
yes,
players.
if you want a challenge, you can go in solo, but it is a lot of fun to grab some friends, form those super squads.
Yeah.
And again, the map is massive. There's zombies everywhere. There's other surprises
We're
everywhere.
gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I'm getting excited.
So a couple weeks ago, we saw the very first look at Modern Warfare Zombies in the cinematic that we released, which really sets the stage for the narrative of Modern Warfare Zombies in that we see Soap, we see Laswell, and more importantly, we saw someone who I didn't think we were going to see again.
That's right.
Miles, can you take us through what's going on?
What's going on here?
What's going on?
100%. Yeah, 100%. So, that opportunity that Kevin talked about is there's a few questions when people saw that cinematic. And if you hadn't, go and watch it. It's awesome. Hold on a second. Where are we in time and place? We are between Modern Warfare 19 and MW22, the year 2021. And that's really important to the story because in true Treyarch Zombies fashion, we are always jumping eras, jumping moments, and really touching different timelines in interesting ways. I can't go into all of it, but there's a reason for that. Now, the next question which you're hinting to is, why is Zakayev alive? I saw him die, but did you? Did you really?
I saw him get shot. I saw him fall down a missile silo.
You saw him fall. There was blood. But in true sort of story fashion, if there's no body, he's not dead. Now, Task Force 141 went back to that silo. There was water at the bottom. It had been drained. Lots of blood. And Zakayev was gone. Now, officially declared deceased.
Ooh.
But then whispers emerged that he's still alive. And now, of course, in true sort of villain fashion, he starts to hear whispers himself as he's recovering from falling down that silo, which he did.
Yeah, that hurts.
That hurts a little bit.
Yep.
Is about this new thing called Ethereum. And he wants to get it. And that really sets the stage. All of that, by the way, is day one getting in the door like you saw in the cinematic, which is that's the start of the story. And players are going to experience this story just in really interesting ways.
So it's a flashback, it's canon, we've got worlds colliding with Cold War, with Modern Warfare. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But the story really progresses in a new and interesting way. Let's take a look at how these come to life in the intro mission.
Ooh. Yes, yes.
Your objective is a roof-mounted comms tower. Marking location on TAC map. Once tower is active, use decryption key from Jansen's tablet to establish comms. Changing mags! Track team, enemy birds closing on your position. Clear the deck and push up top. Objective is on the roof.
Well, you got here quicker than expected. I still need a minute or two. I'm in the middle of erasing my research from the Terminus database.
Protect Dr. Jansen. We need her alive.
Target down. Zakayev will unleash this hell everywhere from New York to Joburg if we can't stop him here.
Clear and hold that LZ strike team. Multiple enemies on approach. Weapons free on all threats.
So what you just saw there was
that
just a
was type
snippet
dope.
of that story mission intro. And what's really exciting again about this opportunity across the open world is, like Kevin was saying, is we want to bring that story to the forefront.
That was type dope.
Have handlers from the Modern Warfare world, from the Black Ops world, Cold War world that you might see. Some new friends along the way as well. And they're going to help you on this story and these missions that take you across the big map. Lots of different activities and cool things to do. Awesome cinematics and well. And again, the whole point of this is that if you're new to being a Zombies player, we want you to experience that story. We want you to get into it. But if you're seasoned and you just want to jump in and kill some zombies, you can free roam and do that and then jump to the story later. We really have embraced that open world sort of feeling across this. And that's really the exciting thing is kind of pick your poison, that player pacing in that sense.
Modern Warfare 3 is about options.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more prevalent to me as I'm hearing you guys talk about this like throughout the day. Super awesome and great to see that like the player choice is very prevalent, right? But Zombies has been a mode that's been in the game for such a long time. It's really
this is the first time it's in Modern
parallel
Warfare
to Call of Duty and its incredible legacy. But there are still players that are going to be new to this, that are coming into this with a fresh set of eyes
and
for the first
I
time. ever.
personally
What's
like
in store
Extractions
for
mode
them?
from Call of Duty
Because,
Ghosts. They need to bring that
This
back.
could be a little jarring, right? There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Absolutely. So
I feel this is a compromise on that, where this is like a zombies mode version of Extraction.
Warfare, DMZ, or Warzone. So we've built this mode to make sure that they can have success and have fun, and also support our veteran audience. So
and on a brand new
map, and we'll talk about that more later.
Not later.
But here for this mode, we've broken it down into 3 tiers of difficulty. So you're going to infill on the outer edges, and this is kind of like lower level difficulty, and new players can really hang out here for the duration of a match and have a great time. But our advanced players are going to want to try to get into that center of that map as soon as possible. That's where Zakayev threw that vial and started this entire incursion.
What an arm on him!
Yeah,
I gotta say.
He yeeted the vial. Now we have a hot zone.
Yep.
And now we have to pay
Hate
for
to
it.
see
All
it.
right. Well, then let's look at the flip side of that one, though, right? Because we talked about the new players, how we get those folks into the game and have them playing something outside of their comfort zone, so to speak. But one thing that we know is that there are core Zombies fans that love this experience, live and breathe it. So what do you have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. When you talk about that fusion, and like Kevin said, the experimentation was, well, how do you bring all those core zombie Treyarch features into this new world? And we've done just that. You can see we've got the mystery box. We've got wall buys.
Nice.
We've got the Pack-a-Punch, the Pat Machine.
Let's go,
All of these
Pack-a-Punch.
things are spread out across this ginormous map. And as you go in, it's up to you. Where do you want to buy them? How do you want to accumulate your arsenal and your loadout? How do you want to tackle this world? But those zombies features are super key to making this feel fresh and really an evolution of that sort of open world feel as you get more powerful. And again, it's fused with the Modern Warfare DMZ feeling as well as buy stations as well, using
You're
the
gonna
score
see
streaks.
features that you recognize if from experiences in other modes.
100%, which you may not have had in other zombies. So that's where we've married them together in interesting ways. But
it's awesome.
The most important core feature, of course.
It's a sweet new feature, folks.
What?
Is our cereal.
Zombie cereal.
You can't find this in the map. I wish you could.
Yeah.
It's actually delicious, though.
Yeah, it's here Call of Duty Next. It has some awesome features. It's got a UV light alternate.
It's out.
They're advertising some shit right now. I thought I'd be able to go through this entire stream. This stream is turning out to be very different than I was expecting. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna try to make it till when they're done talking about like zombies mode. But after that, I need to get some sleep. It's way past my bedtime. I might not even make it past the whole zombie mode joint. We'll see. I'm gonna try to tough it out as hard as I can or long as I can.
Custom made again for this open world experience. It is the Scorcher.
Oh my word.
I'm gonna let you just look at it.
That gun looks absolutely fire.
It's huge. It's absolutely amazing. So
yeah,
the
that gun
Scorcher
looks
again
crazy.
is built for demolishing the highest density of
That was like
zombies you've
10
ever
targets.
seen
The
before.
hordes.
Oh yes,
We're
the
gonna melt
hordes.
hordes.
Absolutely. And then on top of that, it's got an alt fire that launches you into the air so that you can use it to engage. If you want to jump into a horde, if you want to get away from the horde of zombies, if you want to jump on a building or over a building, like it's really.
Wait, so you can like rocket jump with it,
yeah,
essentially.
absolutely. It's once you get into like basically the flow state of using it and it's in your arsenal.
There's no limit.
Chef's kiss.
Okay,
Chef's kiss.
chef's
Wonder
kiss, but
weapon.
you're like, I'm the
Scorcher. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
And part of what makes Zombies so special, especially with this new open world field, is the replayability. Is this? It's not a one and done game mode. So how is Modern Warfare 3 Zombies gonna push that forward and take the next step in terms of what keeps players coming back for more every time?
Yeah, so this is a really kind of replayable mode. It's an extraction exfil mode, right? So you're trying to get deeper and deeper into the map, and at first you're not going to be that successful. You're going to have to play a lot over and over, gain mastery, try to take things out, make sure you successfully exfil so you can come back in the next time hit the ground running with the right stuff.
Yeah. And when you talked to me, we mentioned it before, we saw Zakayev yeet the vial in the cinematic. That has created the incursion zone, that super hot area we saw a little bit of on the TAC map. Can you talk to me about how the storm will play into the map, what that vial did, and what the gameplay repercussions are going to be for the player there?
Yeah, so this thing is in the map, and it's the source. It's spreading the dark aethers. So it will always be there in the map. It's going to dictate this time limit. At 45 minutes, it's going to start growing and completely consuming the map, and that's where you need to get out.
Yeah.
And a lot of zombies.
And it gets really, intense.
So it's a total 1 hour
session
limit. Yeah, 1 hour session. Again, those 24 players.
It goes back to getting in, again, player pacing. You want to stay on the outer edges, awesome. You want to challenge yourself, go into medium and high threat. But the Aether Storm waits for no one. And it will come, and it will make the zombies harder.
Yeah.
And that's part of the challenge and fun is, are we going into the storm to cleanse it?
Yeah.
Are we avoiding it?
What are we going to
Are
find
we getting
in
the
there?
hell out of
What's
Dodge?
the exfil plan?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
Is really where you get into a lot of fun.
And really, too, when you think about that heat map for zombies, part of that is going to be gearing up. You said you're spending, a lot of players will be spending a lot of time on the outer edges of the map or in the yellow.
Yeah.
Gearing up, getting that loot, collecting the right things that we need to have a successful infill. But one of the most exciting things about that is how weapons will carry over from match to match.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with DMZ, we have contraband weapons, so everything you're finding in the match you can take out and bring it with you. We
Item persistence.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have insurance slots, but we've really taken that to the next level with all the zombies upgrades. So, in the past, you've had to do all that just in-game and you lose it. Now, all of those things have been formed into a consumable version called acquisitions. So things like Pack-a-Punch, weapon rarity, ammo mods, wonder weapons.
Yeah.
All of those things you can find in the match, and you can decide to use them then, or you can take them out and just start the next match, load up, Pack-a-Punch,
hot.
drink 4 perks immediately, and now you're good to go. Like, you're going all the way into the high threat.
Straight into the red zone, juiced up on perks, right?
Yeah.
Already got your
Quite a
weapon.
difference,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
yeah.
But what was the, I guess, like inspiration? Was it just, hey, let's just try something creative, different, fun, do what Zombies has always done and push the bar?
Yeah, it's just like introducing this different kind of pressure with the time limit, but then now giving players this additional ability to bring things in is huge.
Yeah, it's part of that. How do you ease new players and seasons players, right? It kind of relates to rounds. If you're familiar from that, is like when you get into the higher zones and you have more of that arsenal. That's for those seasons
They're gonna
players.
feel it.
They're gonna feel it and they're gonna want that challenge. Well, you know what? There's a big challenge there, so you better be loaded up on a bunch of stuff coming in to really succeed.
All right, we're getting into the lightning round here. Finally, Miles, I asked you before. You said that Zombies is all about discovery, and it is. We know those secrets, those Easter eggs are out there lurking in the world. But of all the secrets, again, I'm going to pressure you.
Keep going back to the well here, Steph.
What can you tell us? What should we be looking out for?
I can't get into all of the secrets. I want to, but the team would kill me. There's a lot in there. But
We want people to find them.
we do want them to find it, but we have, again, taken advantage of this map. There's a lot there on day one for Discover. We love watching the community find these things. That is part of the fun. So we don't want to spoil any of it, but there's a lot in there, and we're already planning some fun stuff to come later as well.
Well, look,
more coming.
You're not getting it out of us.
You know what? Steph might be trying to dig deep. I will never do that. Ever in a million years. But what can you guys tell me about the monsters? What do you tell us about all the monsters that we have coming up here? Because there seems like there's some wild ones that are going to be available for players to fight against.
We have a full gambit. It starts with just our zombies. We have more zombies than we've ever seen before in one space. They completely fill up this map. Anywhere you go, there's going to be danger. But then we have all of our other awesome enemies. So Hellhound, our Mimic, who can disguise himself as a cache in the map, so you have to be careful. The Disciple, he buffs.
That was me this morning.
Just waking up.
Free coffee.
Buffing zombies and life draining. The Mangler with his cannon and ranged attacks. So just all sorts of threats. But the Mega Abomination, he's about 3 times bigger than we last saw him.
Yeah, because he needed to be bigger.
Yeah, he's now thrown some crawlers under his stomach.
Oh, fun.
The dingle dangles.
He can't fit in buildings anymore. He's so big, so he needs those.
All right, I need to end the stream. I'm way too tired to keep the stream going. I'm gonna fuck around and fall asleep while the stream is going on. So like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Boys in the hood with big dreams of being superstars. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't, but you gotta work super hard.